Hey everyone, I'm Connor and welcome back to my channel, The Closet. If it's your first time here on my channel, I like to talk about all things luxury, so if that's something you're into, I would love it if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified when I bring out new videos. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about compromises I will not make when it comes to purchasing luxury. Now, this video was inspired by one that Dale from the YouTube channel Dale's Addiction did a few months back called Why I Won't Settle When It Comes to Luxury, and she's got a little crown on in the little thumbnail, so I will definitely link that video down below. Definitely go and check that out. And basically, I've been seeing a lot of, I don't know if it's older videos that are just coming up in my suggested feed or newer videos, but there seems to be this kind of trend of like, I don't even want to say it, passion project bags or fixer-upper bags, or I don't even know, guys. I can't. Let's get right into it because I just. So basically, when it comes to purchasing luxury, whether it be pre-loved or from the boutique, to me, it's got to be a luxurious experience. Now, that obviously is subjective to whoever the person is, and we all kind of have our own versions of what is luxurious or what we accept as luxury, right? But I always think of the equivalent of like, you know, when you're going to go and eat something that isn't necessarily the best for you, it might make you fat, it might make you put on weight, you might be lactose intolerant, so you're going to shit yourself later, but you do it because you love it, okay? But for that to be worth it, it's got to tick all the boxes. Like, if you're going to go and get KFC, it better be the best bloody KFC of your life, okay? You don't want to eat one bite of it and be like, this isn't like as good as KFC could be, so like, I'm not going to eat this because it's going to make me feel like absolute shit and it's not going to taste the best. Or when you're going to get a cake or something, like dessert, and you're like, if I'm putting on the weight for this dessert, it better be real fucking good. Like, it better be like the best chocolate cake I've ever had in my life, okay? So that's what I equate to luxury. If I'm forking out the dollars, I want it to be exactly what I want. It's got to be, for whatever item you're purchasing, it's got to tick all those boxes. Otherwise, what's the point of even doing it? Okay, so we've established the analogy train. Now, these are some of the things I put down that I won't compromise when it comes to purchasing luxury for myself. Now, the first one, buying an old bag to do it up as a project bag. By that, it could mean finding one that's absolutely thrashed. Like, I mean, it is filthy on the inside, there's pen and shit in there, there's stains, the corners are shit to buggery, all of that stuff. And you're like, this bag's really cheap. I'm gonna buy it and do it up. As I don't know if that's an Australian thing, saying do it up, but like a project bag, getting it fixed or keeping it as a project bag, and that is not what I want to be doing when it comes to luxury, okay? I don't want to be helping this beautiful bag, either altering it or getting it back to its former glory, because that takes the gloss off luxury, right? I don't want to do that. No matter how cheap the bag is, I just don't want to do it. It's like seeing how your dinner is being made at McDonald's, okay? It's not going to look good. Next on the list is shopping for the vintage equivalent of a current bag because it's cheaper. Obviously, the caveat to this is, say the bag you want to get isn't made anymore, so if you want said bag, you can only get it vintage. There is a Speedy or a Neverfull or whatever the case may be, and you think, no, I don't want to get a newer one, whether it be pre-loved or from the store. I'm going to get one that's like 20 years old because it's going to save me some money. That, for me personally, is not worth it. I like doing that. I'm not getting the luxury tick or the luxury thrill, the dopamine, if you will. I'm not getting that from the old crusty bag, okay? For me, it's doing nothing. Doing absolutely nothing, okay? It's the placebo of buying luxury. And I don't want to do that to me. I don't want to spend even a few $100s on a vintage bag, because I know I will do it and I will look at crusty bag and I will think, yeah, you're really not doing it for me. So for me personally, I would rather save up for the best version of said bag I could. It might be a few years old, it might be brand new from the store, but if I can't get the one I want, I'm not compromising by getting its old vintage cousin. Okay, I'm not doing it. The next luxury compromise that I will not be making is converting or changing a current bag into something else to make it more whatever. An example would be buying a toiletry bag and putting one of those godforsaken conversion kits in it to make it a crossbody number. Now, I understand that everybody likes to do different things and that may be something you're into. I wouldn't look at you and think, oh Jesus Christ, what is that? But for me personally, I could not do it. I can't do it. No. I would rather listen to cats scrape their nails on a chalkboard for 48 hours straight than put a felt insert thing into a toiletry bag and clip on some Etsy chain. It's just not me. Okay, it's just not for me. I'm the kind of person, and you can call me a sucker, you can call me everything under the sun, but I won't even put, like, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, I won't even put the non-brand printer cartridge in my printer. Yeah, you can get generic ones. Yeah, they're half the cost. I just can't do it. It's all got to be the same thing, okay? I'm barely in the same league as putting like a Fendi strap on a Louis Vuitton bag. Like, I can't even do that. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's not me. So that's a compromise I could never make. I would not feel comfortable doing it. Somebody would look at me and I'd say, yes, it doesn't match. It's not meant to go with it. It's who I am as a person, guys. And we're 28 years down the track, so we ain't changing now. Now, this next one is something Dale did reference on her channel as well, and I actually haven't done this before, but I'm learning from the greats. I'm not going to make these mistakes. I'm going to learn from other people because I'm like 99% sure that the same thing would happen, and that is purchasing the contemporary version of said luxury bag that you're wanting. Like, say, if Louis Vuitton bring out this certain style of a bag, and I think, I don't want to commit to it fully, I'm going to buy the Coach equivalent or the high street equivalent of it. The reason why I wouldn't do that is because I think with a lot of the bags that I buy, the design and the layout, it's pretty stock standard. Like, nothing is groundbreaking. None of these bags are going to unstack my dishwasher and clean my kitchen afterwards. They're either a messenger bag or a camera bag or something very, very basic. So I know that I personally don't need to go and buy the Coach equivalent of whatever bag it may be to know if I'll like a style. And if I do get a bag where the overall style doesn't work for me, I'll just put that bag in the only use it for said category or said time I want to use that bag. It won't be an everyday bag. So for me, I would just be wasting money buying the contemporary alternative, and I probably just wouldn't reach for it. I know me, I know what I'm like, and I just wouldn't do it. And a lot of contemporary bags or a lot of high street bags are quite expensive for what they are when you're comparing it to like Louis Vuitton or Fendi or whatever. Like, a Coach bag could be 800 Australian dollars when the Louis Vuitton equivalent might be 3,000. Like, yes, I know it's a third of the price, a little bit less than a third of the price, but like, I wouldn't want to buy 3 contemporary bags to make one Louis Vuitton bag. Does that make sense? I know you're probably thinking, not everyone can afford to do that. Not everybody, that's a very bad logic, like spending 3 times the price to get one thing. I understand, but I just won't buy anything. Like, if I can't afford the one Louis Vuitton bag, I won't buy anything. I won't buy just one contemporary bag. I would rather go without, okay? That's who I am. I'm here to stay. And I know what I'm like. I know what I would do. So, yeah. And last on the list with the compromising would be, if you know you like a certain leather type, whether it be you're a smooth leather fan or you're a pebbled leather fan or you're a gold hardware person or a palladium hardware person, don't go and buy the bag that you love that has something that you're not 100% in favor of. Don't buy the lambskin classic flap if you are not a smooth leather person, or if you know as soon as it gets a scratch on it, you won't like it. Because you will end up regretting it, and then you will want to sell the bag, and then you'll be at a loss at selling the bag. And yes, it's all part of it, but if it's the first time you're buying the bag and you discover you're not into that leather, cool, that's just all part of the course. But if you know 100% that you do not like a certain leather or a certain hardware or a certain color, I can assure you finding a bag style that you love with those features, you will regret it. And it's just a compromise you shouldn't be making when you're spending the big old cha-chings, the big do-re-mi, okay? Don't do it. Learn from everyone. Learn from us when we say you will bloody regret it. And yeah, that's it, guys. They're the luxury compromises that I won't be making. Have I made some of these mistakes? Maybe. Have I learnt my mistakes from other people? Sure. But I'm giving you this knowledge. I'm giving you these things that maybe you hadn't thought about, maybe you might think about in the future, and I say run with it. I'm not here to gatekeep, I'm here to share the knowledge. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please let me know down in the comments below what are luxury compromises that you refuse to make or will not make, or have made the mistake and now you know for next time. Please let me know down below. Also, I would love it if you could give this video the thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And I hope to see you all very shortly in my next video, which will be my pack my suitcase with me to Paris, because we are T-minus little amount of days until I go. So you will be seeing some Paris content. So subscribe, okay, chookies, subscribe. Thank you all, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bon voyage!